Greetings, welcome back to my channel. I am your amazing host, Key, the Freak Show Babe. And for today's insightful intuitive messages, we are discussing the topic of the 14 March 2025 full blood worm moon. And this moon comes with the energies of the ringworm. It's called a worm moon, but not just any worm. What I'm getting from this is there's very much so a tightly coiled worm, and this worm has been sitting in our space, in our mental, keeping our energies locked in and us unable to move forward. The eclipse in this situation allows us a moment to pause. These energies will be paused, and we can see the moon itself in its full, glory, with the shadow and the blood energy that's coming forth from this moon will give us the opportunity to sever and clear out those old, outdated ways of thinking, and moving forward. So the imagery I have displayed over this transmission is that of one card. It has a tightly coiled worm that is black and white, symbolizes a lot of color. And then the next card for us to move forward out of this energy is the eclipse with the sun. The sun being the sword in this particular, the secondary card, 5 of Swords, coming in and severing this worm. And what happens as a result is the cosmic egg, the cosmic energy or wisdom, our personal power is returned to us. Our bright, beautiful colors are returned to us. But what also comes along with this is the wisdom we've obtained over the past set of cycles that we've felt stuck in this rut. So while you may have been in a rut, you may have felt like no matter how many times I get started on something, there's setback after setback, and you keep going in this cycle, and you've been going around and around and around. When we identify what is actually holding you back, which is your thoughts, it's old, outdated thoughts, fears, deep emotions that are saying that you aren't good enough, you can't do it, you're too much of a novice in the subject, or any of these things that may be coming up for you. This severing of the ties and this pause with this lunar eclipse allows you to move forward and release your personal power, your true colors. It allows you to show up in a way that is truly beautiful and cosmic. On top of that, the snake that coils around this cosmic egg is your deep-seated wisdom, the wisdom that you've learned. It also represents that power, that kundalini energy, so that personal drive and passion that's going to not only protect this egg, but wrap you and surround you with wisdom. So eggs are symbolic of new beginnings. The following week, on the 20th, we head into the spring equinox. So it's the start of spring, and this egg with all its bright, beautiful colors is also kind of reminiscent or representative of the Easter season that is coming. This is your season to, rise above the challenges of the past, to move forward in a way that is full of grace, wisdom, compassion, love for yourself, but also a deep understanding. This understanding of this lunar eclipse says to us that while we may be moving forward and starting something new, this is a rebirth. This means that we've traveled this road before, but now we're traveling it with our eyes wide open, with our personal power, with our wisdom available to us to set forth on this new path and actually achieve the goals. So we're no longer tightly coiled by this ringworm, this fungus, this, worms are also, parasitic and things of that nature. We're clearing this energy out. We're using this lunar eclipse to clear that old energy out. So typically with an eclipse, there's the understanding that it is a time for us to pause. The shadow covers the moon, and it gives us a brief moment to work with or uncover what's in our shadows. So this is where you will find those negative thoughts, those old, outdated ways of thinking, that are just causing the negative, it's keeping you stuck in a pattern to where you may get started, but you'll run up on this block, and so then you'll pull yourself back. That particular energy in itself is the energy of shyness, not sharing your vision with the world, not fully stepping up to who it is and what it is you actually want to be or achieve or do in this lifetime. This is an opportunity for you to make a massive, major leap forward, but in a small, calculated way. It's going to feel massive because it's an internal shift. It is a huge, deep-seated a ringworm that has been stifling your energy and your passions and your creativity for quite some time now. And truth be told, this has been going on. If you look back over your life, you'll probably see this pattern has been happening to you since about 2021. And so the things that you want to do where you're like, oh, I want to do this, but I want to do that, but it's not the right time. It's this other thing came up in my life right now. This is your opportunity to pause, reflect on those things, those thoughts that you've been telling yourself, those recurring themes that you've been experiencing that stopped you in your tracks each time you felt like you've got started and going forward. You can cut this cord, you can cut this worm, you can get rid of those outdated thoughts, and you can seek adventure, and move forward, stepping into the wisdom that you obtained during the previous cycles. So the beauty in this energy that happens, the beauty in what happens after the eclipse moves and the shadow moves out of the way, is it makes way for our personal power, our light, our joy, our creative expression, our ability to take chances, our ability to organize, our ability to show up for others, our ability to show up for ourselves. That childlike wonder that fills us up and has us start new. So it's a rebirth. It's a big, deep internal rebirth. So for you, what you may notice is a shift inward if you've done the thing, if you've taken the time to kind of sit with your thoughts and ask yourself, what is it that I really want to achieve in this next phase or next cycle of my life? What am I really working towards this year? Where am I headed? Where am I going? What is it that I desire? What is it that I need? What things do I need? When you ask yourself these questions during this next couple of days, 3 days before the full moon and 3 days after the full moon, we still have access to this energy to clear these thoughts and kind of move forward. So I don't want you to feel super rushed or whatnot. If you're listening to this on the 14th, you still got time, baby girl. Sit down, or baby guy. Sit down, kind of think through this information and see what it is. What do you actually want to achieve? And then what's been stopping you? What thoughts? Have you been telling yourself that's been stopping you that you can't do it? Those are the thoughts you need to remove. A simple way to do this is to replace those negative thoughts with positive affirmations. A positive affirmation you could potentially use is, I am powerful and fearless. Through Christ, I can accomplish all things. Through Spirit, I can accomplish all things. Whatever it is you need to tell yourself, the way in which you formulate your affirmation to help you replace the old thoughts that I can't do it with thoughts that say I can do this. I can do this. I have the ability to do this, is what's going to get you through that lunar eclipse energy and on to the back to the full moon energy. And from there, you can progress forward. It's still going to feel a little bit uncomfortable because it's going to be new. So it's starting anew. You're renewed and it's a rebirth, but you're not starting new without experience. So you're starting again with deep experience, but also with that deep personal power and that source energy being returned to you so that you can show up. Okay, guys, that's my time. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, head over to my website, freakshowbabe.com, and sign up for my email list. Consider subscribing, liking this video, giving me a thumbs up, whatever, leaving a comment, letting me know how it resonated so that I know that this information is being received, heard, and understood so that I can create more beautiful, amazing content such as this one. Okay, guys, talk to you later. Toodles.